Discussion of the tracing of the peritoneum above to the epiploic foramen. Here you can see this is the umbilicus and this is the falciform ligament and this is the ligamentum teres. It is the lower part of the falciform ligament, and here you can see this is the right layer of the falciform ligament. It covers to the anterior layer of the anterior surface of the right lobe of liver, superior surface of the right lobe of the liver, and then superior layer of the coronary ligament, and then on the lateral side it is reflected as a right triangular ligament. It is reflected as a right triangular ligament over the diaphragm, and this peritoneum again, which is come into the inner side of the anti-abdominal wall, and it is come towards the right side above to the inside the right side. It is from the lateral wall of the anti-abdominal wall on the right side, which is come on the inner side of the anti-abdominal wall on the upper part of the falciform ligament on the right side. So this is the right side tracing of the above to the epiploic foramen, horizontal tracing. Now we will discuss, I will show you by the thread. Here you can see this is the anti-abdominal wall. This is the parietal layer, which is my this is the inner side of my finger. This thread which is passes inner side of the anti-abdominal wall. It is by the inner side of the muscles, and then it reach up to the reach up to the initially it is covered to the liver and anterior surface and superior surface of the liver, and then it from the left triangular ligament, which is reflected over this visceral layer, which is reflected over as a parietal layer here same way, and this parietal layer which is reach up to the inner side of the anti-abdominal wall in the right sides. It is on the right side. So this thread, it is the visceral layer, and this thread, upper thread, it is the parietal layer into the right side of the tracing. Now we will discuss about the here you can see this is the right lobe of liver, and here you can see this is the right layer of the falciform ligament. It covers to the anterior surface of the liver and superior surface of the liver and superior layer of the coronary ligament, and reflected as a right triangular ligament at the angle, and then it is inner side of the anti-abdominal wall, and it reach up to the anti-abdominal wall, inner side of the anti-abdominal wall, and this is the right side of the tracing. Now we will, over the body, we will go and see the left side of the tracing. Now the left side of the tracing, here you can see this is the umbilicus, and this is the left layer of the falciform ligament. This is the left layer of the falciform ligament. The peritoneum, which is traced from the inner side of the anti-abdominal wall, inner side of the anti-abdominal wall. Here it is, you can see this is the left layer of the falciform ligament. This is the inner layer of the anti-abdominal wall, and reach up to the lateral wall of the anti-abdominal wall. This is the parietal peritoneum. Here you can see this is the parietal peritoneum. Reach up to the lateral wall of the anti-abdominal wall, and this parietal peritoneum, which is reflected over the left kidney. Here you can see this is reflected over the left kidney. Then it makes the left kidney and left suprarenal gland, and it makes the left between the spleen and left kidney, it makes the left linorenal ligament. It makes the left left layer of the linorenal ligament. Then it completely covers to the spleen. Here it completely covers to the spleen, and spleen become intraperitoneal, and then it reach to the between the fundus of stomach and spleen. It is makes the left layer of the linorenal left layer of the gastrosplenic ligament, left layer of the gastrosplenic ligament. Then it covers to the anterior surface of the stomach. Then it becomes continues as a anterior layer of the lesser omentum, or it is also called the left layer of the lesser omentum. Here it is difficult to the attachment inside the fissure venosus. So I will take the another lever and I will put into the same position. First of all, this is the position inside the same way into the this body. Here you can see this is the falciform ligament. Here you can see this is a falciform ligament. This is the right layer and this is the left layer, and this is the ligamentum teres. It is the obliterated left umbilical veins, and here you can see this is the left lobe. This is the right lobe of the liver, anatomical right and left lobe. Here you can see after reaching this anterior layer of the lesser omentum, this anterior layer of the lesser omentum on the left side, through the it reach through the pre-margin of the porta hepatis. Here you can see this is a pre-margin of the porta hepatis. It is the pre-margin of the lesser omentum, and this is the above to the epiploic foramen. This is the fissure for the peritoneal fold for the fissure for ligamentum venosus. How this fold which is goes inside the liver, I will keep into the anatomical position. Here you can see this is the peritoneum covers, and this is the left layer. Here you can see the peritoneum are the two layer. This is the left layer, and this is the right layer of the peritoneum. And here this peritoneum, which is in front of the inferior vena cava, it comes on the caudate lobe, and then it goes inside it covers to the caudate lobe. It covers to the caudate lobe, and after covering this caudate lobe, it comes from the anterior to the inferior vena cava through the caudate process, the peritoneum, and it reaches to the it covers to the caudate process, and from the upper margin it is reflected over the diaphragm, and this peritoneum which is goes inside for the ligamentum venosus. There is a fissure for ligamentum venosus, and this layer which is goes inside the fissure for ligamentum, and it come out as a posterior layer of the lesser omentum or right layer of the lesser omentum. This is the left layer of the lesser omentum, and this which covers to the visceral which covers to the left lobe of the liver. So this way it covers it makes the fold of the lesser omentum. It is a vertical fold of the lesser omentum, and then this fold which is continuous, and it covers to the porta hepatis, and it complete the fold which is the anterior layer which is completed as a posterior layer. Anterior layer which is completed as a posterior layer. Here you can see here we have traced on the right side we have completed, but the left side, from the left layer of the falciform ligament, from the inner side of the anti-abdominal wall, this is the parietal layer, and it reach up to the left kidney, and this cover to the left anterior surface of the left kidney and left suprarenal gland, and then it makes the left layer of the lienorenal ligament, and then it covers to the whole of the spleen, and then it makes the left layer of the lienorenal ligament, then it covers to the stomach, then it makes the anterior layer of the lesser omentum. And here we already show you this two layer which is invaginated, two layer of the lesser omentum goes inside the fissure for ligamentum venosum, and the same layer which is come out, and over the right side through the caudate process which is covering to the right side. This is the two layer of the lesser omentum inside the ligamentum venosus, and this two ligament which is this is the anterior layer, it goes and it is come out as a inferior surface of the liver and anterior surface of the liver, and then it becomes continuous as a left layer of the falciform ligament. I will show you here the same thing. These are the two layer of the ligamentum venosus. This layer which is come out and it covers to the inferior surface of the liver, anterior surface of the liver, and it reach up to the left layer of the falciform ligament, while the right layer or posterior layer of the ligamentum lesser omentum through the chordate process in front of the inferior vena cava, which covers to the right inferior surface of the right lobe of liver, and posteriorly it is reflected as a inferior layer of the coronary ligament on the posterior abdominal wall. So here we already discussed this anterior layer which is covered to the inferior surface of the liver and reach up to the falciform ligament, but this magenta color which makes the lesser sac, and this will go up to the through the chordate lobe. It covers to the chordate lobe on the upper side, and then left margin of the inferior vena cava, and then it is into the posterior abdominal wall, the peritoneum on the posterior abdominal wall. And this is the we have already same peritoneal reflection which is shown at the epiploic foramen. This all the things we have already discussed in previously into the tracing at the level of the epiploic foramen, So this is a tracing of the into the upper part of the upper part above to the epiploic foramen, horizontal tracing. Thank you.